Well, the weather's horrible today, so I think today is a good day to go do 2 manhole covers, because that makes sense. And we'll go clear a sewage blockage as well. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like, leave a comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Thank you.
Hello, I'm on TV. If you like this video, give a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe at the end.
So yeah, it's a horrible, rainy, grey day, and we've got 2 manhole covers to change. I went to this property a little while ago. They had drain smells. The obvious thing was their tank covers weren't sealed at all. They'd seen better days, so they've requested that we change them. So we're going to put on 2 brand new cast covers. I filmed one of them, I haven't filmed the other one. After that, like I said, we'll move on to a sewage blockage, so stick around for that one. So we've actually got 3 covers here. The first one just needs a bit of cement around the outside of it because the cement's chipping away. This one, the cover is very rotten. It's not sitting in the frame and there's gaps all under the frame. And this one's exactly the same. So we're going to replace these 2 on the left, and the one on the right hand side we'll just put a bit of cement around. So let's get this old cover off. Well, you've seen me chip cement off manholes plenty of times, but I got the worst of it off. There's still little bits on there, but I'll cover over that with fresh cement. I've got enough off that the frame is set on there nicely, so I'm just going to wash the top of the brickwork off, and then we can put the new manhole frame on. Because they're getting smells, whilst I'm here, what I want to do is patch up the gaps in between this brickwork. I'm literally just going to run some cement straight over the top of it. Now, weirdly with this one, I did offer to take the brickwork out and lower it down to the level of the gravel, and they weren't keen on doing that. They wanted them sticking up in the air like this. You can only do what the customer wants, but personally I would have got them level with gravel, but yeah, for some reason they didn't want that. So I did exactly the same all the way around this manhole. Now, I'm no expert at doing that, but if it stops the smells getting out of the tank, it's better than nothing. It doesn't look absolutely perfect, but it's a septic tank. Does it really matter what it looks like on the inside? Who's going to see it other than our guys when we come to empty it? Luckily, the weather held off whilst I was doing these manholes, but you wait until the next job and you see how the weather turned out. I'm glad I got these done when I did and covered up. Out of interest, let me know in the comments, are you interested in watching me cement in new manhole frames and covers, or are you just here for the blockages? Have you found yourself watching this, or have you skipped past it and not heard me say this? Let me know in the comments, because I'm interested. Personally, I feel a lot of people are here for the blockages. I promise you there is a blockage coming up in this video, so make sure you're sticking around for it. It's a good one because of the weather. It's, yeah, absolutely horrible. You wouldn't believe it now, would you? It's kind of become a little bit sunny whilst I'm doing this job. But yeah, that soon changes. And finally we were left with this, which looks a lot better than the old rotten frame that was there before. So the next job is to deal with the cement on this one. Now I'm going to do this as a bit of a time lapse, okay? I'm leaving the frame and cover exactly as it is. They're still sealed enough to do the job, but the cement's seen better days, so before it deteriorates anymore, we're going to put some fresh cement around it because it seems silly not to do it whilst I'm here. Well, that was a nice straightforward one, so I'm just going to push the gravel back around this cover now, and then I'll move on to the next one. Like I said, I didn't video that one because it was essentially exactly the same thing. Although that one was over the soakaway manhole, not over the tank, and I was a lot more careful not to drop the cement down there. So eventually I was left with this. Plastic over the manholes because I knew it was going to rain. But that's that job done, and it's just starting to rain. So as I said earlier on in the video, we are on our way to a sewage blockage, and trust me, this weather gets much worse. You wouldn't believe it. I was absolutely soaked. So here we are, we've got this manhole and this one over here. This runs to a septic tank. I didn't film the septic tank in for some reason, but lifting the first cover, we've got some water level. It then runs down towards the garage, and we're going to jet from that manhole towards the septic tank and hopefully get this blockage clear. Like I said, it's starting to rain. Keep an eye on that. Well, this manhole's definitely full up, so we're going to get the spare jet in there because it's a very good forward facer, jet downstream, and hopefully that should all run away. Now, I've not gone too mad on the pressure because my worry was this was going to flood out everywhere. So I thought I'll go with a nice low pressure and see if we can get through him. Well, that seemed nice and straightforward, and I've got a suspicion I know what the problem is here. Look at that grease build-up on the benching. We'll see if we can do something about that, but I also want to put the Warthog through this drain because it's very good for stripping grease off, and I'm suspecting this drain is probably blocked with grease. Before we do much more though, let's give this chamber a bit of a wash round, and then, like I said, we'll try and get that grease off the benching and see exactly how bad it is. And remember to keep an eye on the weather. You're not going to miss it. Wow, I definitely made that lens worse, didn't I? Here comes the rain just as I'm scraping the grease off of the manhole. of course, we use the official tool of this channel, the pry bar. If anyone wants to sponsor this channel for pry bars, feel free to get in touch with me. I feel like that might be a good idea at this point. I use this pry bar for an awful lot. Round about this point, I thought I should probably try and keep the camera dry. This was my attempt. I got absolutely soaked doing this. Look at it. So I've done the best I can with getting the grease off of this chamber, so I gave it a little swirl round, and then we're going to go for Warthog jetting, like I said. But let's just give it a bit more of a scrape, because you never know, might get a bit more off. So for those of you that don't know, a Warthog jet is a spinning jet, so it'll spin the full circumference of the pipe and strip anything off it like grease. So I'm hoping by doing this, this is going to keep this drain flowing. I did suggest a camera survey to see what's going on, and he said I've had one within the last 2 years, I don't want another one. So yeah, we're going to try this, see what happens. Worst case, we're going to recommend a camera survey. What lovely weather it was to be out jetting blockages. And of course, as soon as I was finished, it started to dry up. Couldn't make it up, could you? I did dry back with the heating on full though. I thought I packed everything up, and at this point I remembered the bucket full of grease, so let's see what's in the bucket and see how much grease we got out of the manhole. Well, thank you for joining me on this very wet day, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, please make sure to leave a like, leave a comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. If you didn't enjoy it, exactly the same applies. Like, comment, subscribe. Maybe not the comment. And yeah, if you made it all the way to the end of the video, let me know in the comments. That'd be brilliant. Thanks for watching. I will see you on the next one.
Please like and subscribe and leave a comment.